exercising as punishment because of how you look or because of how you ate? Or are you finding the joy in being able to connect with your body? Y'all, my name is Nikki and welcome to the Body Love Lounge. And if you are watching this video, we are starting it off with a breath. If you're able to close your eyes, I'm going to invite you to do that. If you're not, then maybe you can just bring them to a soft gaze. But I'm going to close my eyes and we're going to take a breath. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. Slight hold at the top. Exhale, sighing it out. Gently blinking the eyes open. Thank you for joining me today. There is a creator, an activist that I follow on the TikTok named Samyra. And she recently made a video that really resonated with me about how she hates the way that we talk about exercise. And one of the things she says is that we are taught that movement is a punishment for how we look. And so I want to bring in some yoga philosophy, the yamas and the niyamas. In a previous video, possibly the last video on this channel, whatever video is titled Do It Fad, we talked about Santosha, which means contentment, and that is one of the niyamas. And so I'm going to read a little excerpt from the book, The Yamas and Niyamas, Exploring Yoga's Ethical Practice by Deborah Adele. So this is in the chapter on Santosha, and the section is The Paradox of Not Seeking. Santosha, or contentment, is performing duty and right action with pure joy. It is the true understanding that there is nothing more that can or does exist than this very moment. When we are purely in the moment is complete. When we do something in the moment to fulfill an expectation for another moment, for instance, exercising to get our bodies to look a certain way, rather than for the pure joy of the movement, we will miss contentment. When action is complete in the moment and the process is enjoyed for the pure joy of the process, action becomes being, and being becomes contentment. So my question for you is, when it comes to exercise, what do you exercise for? And how does exercise make you feel? Are you exercising as punishment because of how you look or because of how you ate? Or are you finding the joy in being able to connect with your body? Years ago, I seen a tweet, and I don't remember who tweeted it or exactly what they said, but it said something along the lines of that the person exercises not as a form of punishment, but to show themselves what their body can do. And that has stuck with me ever since. You guys might have heard the phrase, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Around the early 30s is when adults start to naturally lose anywhere from 3 to 5% of their muscle mass per decade. So movement is extremely important. And we're talking about things like strength training and resistance exercises. And this could be using weights. Yoga can be a form of strength training. Pilates can be a form of strength training and resistance training. Whether you are finding a personal trainer, finding some things online and working out for yourself, going to the gym, or you're starting with YouTube to find some workouts, I'll put some of my favorite channels in the description below. But this is your invitation to find forms of movement that you really enjoy. And I know a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but there's some people who say like they hate the gym. And so there's probably various reasons to not like the gym, to not like going to the gym, or even maybe they say like they hate working out and they're thinking of like lifting weights and whatnot. And if that's you, then my question is, how are you viewing it? Like, are you viewing it as punishment? Are you viewing it as something that you have to do? And if you were able to shift into viewing it as something that you get to do, viewing it from a place of curiosity, of wow, look at how strong I can get, look at what my body can do. Because when you start working out and you start hitting some PRs, listen, okay, that's, you start feeling yourself. If you were to approach exercise from a place of connecting with your body, from a place of being curious about what your body can do, from a place of being devoted to your health, what would exercise look like and what would exercise feel like? Contentment can only be found in acceptance and appreciation of what is in the moment. And the body that you have in this moment is worthy of loving kindness, is worthy of movement that makes you feel good and that you find joy in. A compassionate and loving relationship with your body is available to you if you decide to create one.